Hi guys, welcome you all to my channel Explore Edu to Teach.
Guys, the next topic that we'll be learning today is going to be early effect. Already video lectures are uploaded on my YouTube channel in electronic devices and circuit playlist, wherein we have spoken about different regions in BJTs like the active region, reverse active region, saturation, the cutoff region. What do you mean by each of these region is very well explained, and then we solved another particular numerical in another video in which we solved this particular numerical wherein a BJT diagram was given to us, certain biasing and certain parameters were given to us, and we were asked to identify the region in which the BJT operates. So what steps have to be undertaken, and finally what is the final value to be found out is something very important. So after learning these two topics and after having a full-fledged video on this, the notes are uploaded in the description box of each and every video. You can go and check it from there. Also, there is an Instagram page of mine by name Explore Edu to Teach. The links of my Instagram page is given down in the description box. Over there are all the diagrams, the formulas are uploaded in a very concise manner on my Instagram page. Regular job updates, everything is there on my Instagram page. If there are different kind of courses by different academies, that also I'm trying to put on my Instagram page, which will help you in your preparation. So if you want all such information, you can definitely check my Instagram page. The links are given down in the description box. You can follow me on Instagram if you like my page. So today we are going to talk about a very important topic, a small topic but a very important topic in BJT called as the early effect. The early effect or the base width modulation. So this is what is called as the concept in BJT. So in BJT we have the concept called as the early effect or the base width modulation. So what do you understand by this? Let's try to understand. So what happens is that when the collector and the base is reverse biased, the depletion region becomes wider. So what happens is that when the collector and the base region becomes reverse biased, the depletion region widens, that is, the collector width increases and the base width reduces. I repeat myself, when the collector and the base is reverse biased, the collector width will increase and the base width will reduce. So what happens is that since the width of the base changes, it is called as the base width modulation. That is something very important. So early effect in BJT leads to the fact that the collector and the base region in the BJT is reverse biased, because of which the collector width increases and the base width reduces. Because of this change in the base width, it is also called as the base width modulation. I hope I am very clear. So the early effect in BJT is also called as the base width modulation because the collector and the base is reverse biased, the collector width will increase and the base width will reduce. So if you see this particular formula wherein we have IC is equal to IS e raised to VB upon VT. Now IC is the collector current and IS is the reverse saturation current. So let us understand this diagram which is there. Okay, we have this diagram in which we have the VCE, we have the IC which is a collector current, and we have the IB. So what happens is that as the VCE keeps on increasing, the IB also keeps on increasing, and after a particular point the IB becomes constant. That is something very important to know and very important to understand. So this diagram is a diagram in which the early effect doesn't come into picture. After a particular point of VCE, my IB becomes constant. Okay, my IC becomes constant, not the IB. The IC becomes constant. Okay, so if you see, as the VC keeps on increasing, the IC value keeps on increasing, but after a particular point it is constant. Over here there is no effect of early voltage, early effect. So if you see the IC equation says IS e raised to VB upon VT. That means there is no effect of early effect in this particular kind of scenario. Now let us consider the early effect or the base width modulation comes into picture. What happens is that my IC value, which was becoming constant, doesn't remain constant anymore. It will keep on increasing a little, and the voltage value mapped to it is called as the early voltage. So if you see the equation over here, it is IC is equal to IS e raised to VB upon VT into 1 plus VCE upon VA. I hope I am very clear with this. If you look at this particular formula, it says IC is equal to IS e raised to VB upon VT. There is no parameter as VCE over here. Hence, after a particular point of VCE, the IC becomes constant. But over here, if you see, the IC is a function of VC and VA. So as the VC increases, the IC also keeps on increasing. I hope I am very clear. So when you have the early effect, my IC doesn't become constant. In fact, it keeps on increasing. This is the impact of the early effect. With the increase in the value of VC, the IC also keeps increasing. So as I told you earlier, when you talk about the early effect, the collector width increases and the base width reduces. So the collector width increases, hence the collector current increases. The base width reduces, hence the base current reduces. Finally, the emitter current increases, which leads to increase in the DC current gain, that is beta. I hope I am very clear with this. So simply, if I have to brief you about early effect indicates that the collector and the base is reverse biased. That means the collector width will increase, the base width will reduce. Since the base width is changing, it is called as the base width modulation. So without the early effect, the IC is constant with respect to VC. But with respect to the early effect, the IC keeps on increasing with respect to VC. I hope I am very clear with this. So I will be uploading all these kind of formulas, all these kind of graphs in a concise manner on my Instagram page. Please check my Instagram page. The links are given down in the description box. If you like my Instagram page, please follow me on Instagram, share it to others as well. It will be very helpful for your classmates, for your friends as well. Also, if you like this video, do not forget to like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. There is a segment of audience that is watching my videos but not subscribing to my channel. So it's my humble request, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram and share it to as many as possible. Thank you so much, guys.